What's up, guys? Welcome into the channel. My name is Zach. For those that are new here, I'm the founder of ZAI Marketing, where we help fitness professionals and business owners grow their brand through Facebook ads and social media content. Today, we're going to dive in on how to launch your first Facebook ad campaign from scratch. Facebook ads help you generate leads, they help you grow your social media, they help you get visibility, and a bunch more. So if you've been thinking about starting Facebook ads, but you haven't done it yet, this is the video for you. You are going to need your business manager set up, you are going to need a business page set up, and you are going to need a payment method set up on Facebook. If you don't have those, don't worry, we are going to walk you through that real quick. Speaking of that, let's head on over to my screen where we'll show you how to open up the business manager. Now that we have the screen up, you're going to want to go to Meta Business Suite. You will click Get Started. I'm not going to because I already have an account set up. However, the process is very straightforward for you. Once you have it set up, it's going to look something similar to this. This business page is completely blank. There's nothing on it, so it's going to look similar to yours. We are going to add a page by scrolling down on the left sidebar here and clicking Pages. Add, and then add either a page you already have, request access to a page if you're setting this up on behalf of someone else, or create a new business page. Once you have the page set up, you're going to want to add billing and payments by scrolling down on the left here, clicking Billing and Payments, and it'll look something like this. You'll then want to go ahead and just click Add, and from there you can go ahead and add in your payment information. Next, we're going to head on over to the Ads Manager by clicking on these three dots right here and clicking on Ads Manager. This is the Ads Manager. We have this blurred out because this is a current client's account, so for privacy reasons, we can't show you that. To create a campaign, you're going to come down to Create, and you're going to select your objective. On the right-hand side, it'll tell you what each objective is good for. For this particular client, we typically run leads campaigns. So we're going to hit leads. And you're going to do a manual leads campaign or manual whatever objective campaign. Then it's going to bring you into the campaign. And the first thing you want to do is name it. The naming convention is so you know what the campaign is about. So we're going to do a top of funnel campaign here. So we'll do TOF. Leave this as an auction, and then again, this is where your objective is. For now, you would leave all of these off. Down the road in more advanced strategies, you could use the advanced campaign budget, A/B testing as well. But you'll just hit next. Super easy to set up the campaign part. Now you would do the ad set part. This is where you're going to target specific people, come up with your overall strategy. So for this individual test, let's call it a golf audience test. So we would name it golf audience test. This is where you were going to get your conversions. So whether it's a call, a form, messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever you do. We do a funnel, so we would do website. Always leave this as maximum number of conversions. You'll select your pixel if it's not already selected. Conversion event. This is what you were trying to maximize for on the pixel. We want to get as many leads as possible, so we would click lead. Then you can leave the cost per result goal blank. Dynamic creative, leave off. Set your budget right here on a daily budget. So this will average out to about $20 a day over the course of a week if that's what we leave our budget at. Budget scheduling, you can leave blank. I don't touch that with beginners. Start date, that will start automatically if you leave it. Then you're going to come down to the audience control. This is the most important part of the ad set. You want to skip this part here and come down to advanced audience and click switch to original audience options. Once you do that, you need to scroll back down to audience, but this is where you can add custom audiences. So look-alike audiences, people who are engaged, and that's how you'll retarget. But for beginners, you would just want to do very basic things. In our case, this client targets women who are 45. So we would go down to 45 to 55. And again, we target woman. So we would hit woman. And we're going to be doing a golf interest. So right now we would go down to the advanced detailed targeting and we would look up golf. Now you can see golf sport interest. That's what you want to make sure it is in this case, is an interest based. So we'd click golf interest. And now this is only going to show our ad to women who are 45 to 55 who have an interest in golf. You can see here the estimated audience size. That is a large audience, so we're good there with 7 million to 8 million people. This is where you can choose your placements. If you are a beginner, I would not worry about that to start. The other thing with audiences, if you are a local business, you will go down to locations. You will click edit, and you'll want to make sure this is set to include, and you'll put in your address. I'm just going to put in the state of Massachusetts. So we're only going to do Massachusetts for this case. And what you would do is you would hit this little drop down from your address and you would click exclude locations if there's any towns in Massachusetts that you didn't want to include. So now our audience would look like Massachusetts only, and then it would be only women who are 45 to 55 in Massachusetts who like golf. Now you can see the audience has significantly decreased. That would be more so for if you were doing local businesses. So I'm going to go ahead and remove Massachusetts. And finally, now I got to re-add the whole United States. All right, United States. So now we're going to go to the final part of the ad, which is the ad itself. So here you're going to want to name your ad. Typically, I'll do the name of the creative. So we'll just do client picture. Now, maybe if you know the client's name, you might put their name, or if they're holding something, you might be like client holding barbell or something like that. You want to make sure this is the correct business page that you are running ads to. If you have your Instagram account set up, you can select that as well. You're going to go to manual upload, single image or video, and you are going to make sure once those are set, you'll click just remind me later here. Scroll down and you're going to click add media. This is where you can add your creative, whether image or video. You will do that here. Primary text is where you can add your copy. So put copy here. This is your headline. Sign up now. That's a terrible headline, but that's where you could put your headline. Description is optional if you want to say a little bit about what your program is or offer. And then this is the most important, is you want your call to action to line up with everything else. Ours would be learn more because we want them to learn more and we'll get their information. This is where you can send them to. So for our case, it's a website. So we're sending them to our funnel. So we would put the funnel link there. Display link would be the same as your website URL. And you continue to scroll down. And in a later video, we'll go over URL parameters, but for now, that is it. You would, once again, just to kind of recap with you, and actually, sorry, I should have mentioned, put this as none. Browser add-ons, none. Unless you're doing a call or WhatsApp or anything like that. But if you're just doing a leads campaign, website, display link, headline, copy, media. Cool. Once you do that, you guys can just go ahead and hit publish. I'm not going to because this isn't a real ad, but that would launch your ads for you. Cool. Now that your Facebook ads are launched and published, just a few things we want to keep in mind. First, start with a small budget. $5, $20 a day. Anywhere in between there is good. Reason being is you want to let your Facebook pixel optimize before you just start blasting spend to it, especially with a new account. Secondly, please test. Don't just set your ads and leave them. That's not going to work. Always be trying new copy, new creatives, new headlines. You want to see what's resonating with your audience. Even if you have an ad that's absolutely crushing it, you need to be testing against it. A, what if you have an ad that performs better than the one that's crushing? Or B, what if the ad that is crushing stops crushing? Then you're left with nothing. So always make sure you are testing. Hopefully that helps. With that in mind, you guys are good to go. If you like this video, please drop a like below. Make sure to subscribe for more videos on how to grow your brand through Facebook ads and social media content.